The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
The spitting incident.
Oh, the spitting incident.
How bad was that? And do he deserve to miss more games?
I think it's despicable to spit on another human being.
Lucky this guy had a shield on his face.
What happened?
The guy from Oregon, the receiver, spit in the guy's face from Ohio State.
Why did he do that? Man, you don't spit on a guy.
Back and forth.
You don't spit on a guy. I would never do that again. I said again.
I was going to ask you about that from one spitter to another spitter.
No, come on, guys. Listen, guys,
years ago.
27 years ago.
Yeah.
Guys, don't hold that against me.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
Now's the time to get your John Deere equipment inspected and prepared for next season. Acres trained technicians will thoroughly evaluate your machine and get it running at peak performance. And for a limited time, Acres is offering early inspection incentives. Sign up before December 15th and qualify for a discount on parts installed by Acres. Get no interest and no payments until November of 25 with approved financing through John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. Contact your nearest Acres location for details.
The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown Shoe Fit. Now, through October 31st, take $15 off any regular priced fall shoe and boots. Brands like Keen, Obos, Echo, Taos, and Atrex, all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale that you've all been waiting for. So get down to Brown Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio. From the heart of Lincoln, America. Striking up a conversation with Nebraska bowlers Kayla Verstrate and Anna Callan. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
All right, welcome in. Striking up a conversation. Got a couple of Husker bowlers in here. Anna Callan, Kayla Verstrate, not Kayla Verstrate. We got to make that correction. But nonetheless, you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. That is the Starter Human text line, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, Channel 961. If you want to join in that way, you can also comment through that way. All right, guys, Tuesday night. How's it going?
It's been busy.
It's not my day. It's just been a bad day.
What makes it a bad day?
It's just everything.
Just nothing's clicking?
Yeah, like I didn't have a great practice, but that's okay. I'm gonna come back stronger tomorrow. And I just have like some apartment things going on that's out of my control, and Anna had to come pick me up because I was locked out to get my car. But yeah, we're here now.
At least you got good teammates that'll pick you up.
Yeah, I'm like,
what can I say?
I literally called
even though
her.
you have to be here, so I'd hope you pick her up on the way.
Well,
she literally called me, and I just got back to my apartment to scarf some food down before here because I have class. And she was like, "Can you come get me?" And I'm like, "Can I wait like 10 minutes? Can I scarf my food and I'll be right there? I promise."
Yeah, I was like, Anna, can you come pick me up? And then I had to call Jillian. So I was like, okay, I can't get to the leasing office until tomorrow morning after workouts. It's like, how am I going to get to workouts at 6:30 in the morning? And I'm just like, oh, okay. I love my teammates.
Yeah, we try. We really do. No, I mean, my Tuesday was pretty good. I had an original plan, did not stick to it. I slept in, which was nice, but otherwise, yeah, everything's been going good. Classes were good today, and then now I'm here.
Yeah. Sleeping in is good, though. We
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah, when you need it. I mean, that's not gonna hurt to catch up on some good sleep, especially with you guys' schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's off season, and we'll talk about that a little. Not off season. You guys are not heading to a tournament anytime soon.
It's
November
our
8th,
off
right?
weekend.
Yeah.
Next
Yep.
weekend.
So next weekend. So you guys are clearly still practicing a lot. You still lifting?
Mhm.
So yeah, you got plenty of stuff. And then we talk about classes and having being locked out of your car. All adds up to a busy day. What's that look like for you guys when you are on an off weekend?
Oh gosh. A normal one, not Halloween one, usually has my room, because I have 3 teammates in there. We do cinnamon rolls on Saturday mornings. So we do a thing of cinnamon rolls. We sit and kind of just yap about anything that's going on that weekend, like football game, anything we want to watch. So like a show or a movie that we want to get out of the way that weekend. If we want to go shopping, like we just kind of plan out our day on that Saturday morning, and then usually we either nap, get laundry done. I mean, it's kind of just random because like it's a free weekend, but most of the time some of us aren't used to that, especially when there's no football. It's really weird.
Yeah, that was weird because we didn't have a home game either. So, yeah, it was kind of nice.
Yeah. I mean, I went home because, I mean, if you see my face, you saw it yesterday, you see it today, but my birthday was this weekend, so I wasn't here. So it kind of made it completely different. But normally, yeah, we kind of just chill and veg, maybe see each other.
Yeah.
What does chill and veg mean? Help me out.
You know, like you just chill out, like you.
No, just like
chilling-
hanging around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
you're in comfy clothes, you know, with a blanket, chilling on the couch with your roommates, yapping like I said we do, or watch a movie. And
Yeah.
then vegging just means you kind of rot. You just sit there.
Yeah.
You don't move.
Like sink into the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good day. I will say the older you get, though, you realize like off days are chore days, which is always a brutal realization.
Yeah.
It's like, it's on my day off. I better
Oddly
do the
enough,
laundry, clean the apartment really nice and clean, and get everything situated.
yeah, my busy days are actually the days I like to clean because I'm so motivated. I'm like, I had all this going on. I'm like, let me just finish it on a strong note.
Yeah. Makes you feel
those
a
are
little
my
bit better.
days. Yeah.
Good for you. I get like one thing done. And
Like-
I'm like, okay.
I literally like purged my bathroom one night, like my bathroom and my room, because they're all connected or whatever. But like I like purged. I was like, I'm cleaning all of this tonight because I'm like, then I can just relax the next 4 days.
I need to like put laundry away. I was like, if I do it now, I can sleep longer in the morning. But like it's on either end. Like I'm losing sleep if I go to bed now or like put my laundry away in the morning. But
But waking up and doing laundry is brutal.
yeah.
Knowing you got a full day ahead of you
Yeah.
and start off with laundry.
Legit.
Yeah. Just start to a bad day.
Yeah. I like ending on chores instead of starting with them or even thinking about them on my off days.
I'm
Yeah.
the same way, but I work the night shift, so it puts me in quite the predicament.
Do them when you
Yeah.
get home. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a maniac behavior. And the vacuum, wake up all the neighbors at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Probably
Uh,
not.
You know, if they've ever done anything, it's just payback. So,
They've been great. That's the problem.
oh,
I
well,
got
then never
no
mind. Don't do it.
complaints.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So, anyways, off season. I keep saying off season, off weekend, not off season. You guys lift. You're still doing drills. What's kind of been the emphasis during this off weekend?
Kind of just cleaning up things. Like we took inventory last week. Inventory, as Coach Klumpa says, of like things we need to improve on before we travel next weekend. Kind of just doing those things, shooting some more spares. Always gotta shoot spares. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say that, yeah, it's been really the focus, just making sure that, you know, no one's perfect. So just kind of getting as close as we can possible, you know, and then kind of taking some analysis of like where things are happening and what days they're happening on and so forth, and going from there and just trying to clean that up.
How do you
Apply
guys
more
stay
pressure.
locked in with not like a immediate goal right in front of you? Like obviously, yes, next weekend it's gonna be go win it. But right now, like, how do you make sure your practices are still everyone's committed 100% on getting work done and not just loafing, if you want to call it that?
I think a couple shows ago when Coach Klump was on here, I think that kind of was my answer, is that we're always competing against each other in a way. Like there's always that competitive vibe with each other because you want to be the best. Not saying that like I want to outdo like in not in a negative way, but you want to be the best possible. And so when you're at practice, no, it's not a competition when you're working on stuff, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to be the bottom on the totem pole. You want your number to always be called. So like I think that's what people work towards. And that for me, that's what motivates me is that like I want to make sure I'm the best possible, like that I can be and put myself out there to make sure my number, isn't the last one called. And so, and it's just always working towards that goal. And so I think that's for people, that's a daily goal. And you always want to leave practice feeling good. And so I think that's another thing that motivates people is you don't want to leave on a bad note. Like yesterday was a off day for me. I didn't do very well. I went in today and did a little bit better, but still not to my liking. So I'm hoping that tomorrow goes a lot better.
Yeah, it's just a grind. Like you always got to show up, or like you don't want to like fall behind, quote unquote, on falling behind because
you want to keep getting better.
Yeah, and it's not like we have like multiple weeks off. Like we got home last Sunday, and then we travel like in a week and a half. So we have 2 weekends off, but like it's not as quick of a turnaround, but like we're still in competitive headspaces and like we leave next Thursday. So it's not that far away. So like staying in that mindset isn't hard for all of us, for a lot of us, I feel like. So
yeah. And I feel like as like with our season, knowing it goes for so long, I think once that first tournament hits, you are stuck in that mindset for a while. And maybe like when you need to get it back is when we come back from Christmas break, because we are away from each other for like 2 or 3 weeks. But even then, I don't think it really leaves any of us, because bowling is such a year-round sport that when you're done in the collegiate part of it, you're going into your individual stuff and bowling all the individual things, which keeps your competitive juices flowing. But in reality, you're doing it for you and not for a team. So that's where the difference kind of varies. But yeah, I'd say in bowling, it never really leaves you.
I think it's weird when like we don't get to see each other for like a week or so, because we're like, okay, this is weird. We're missing everyone.
Yeah.
Because like we see each other every day, or we go a day without seeing each other, and then we see everyone again. So like when we go home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's really weird because you get in that routine of seeing everyone every day, multiple hours throughout the day, practicing and everything. So, and like when December hits, we don't compete till the middle of January. So being able to stay competitive, but also give your mind a break is hard on both sides.
Yeah. Because you're always thinking of what you can do better for the second half of the season too. That's where my mindset always goes during that time when I'm at home. Because like I'm home practicing, so I don't have the coaches behind me like we usually do. And so that's where it's like, okay, how do I keep myself in the bubble of safety? I'm not going to hurt my game. I'm not going to do anything that, anything new, while also like making sure I'm still getting to the best ability before the second season, half the season starts.
Yeah, you see that. Like, you see it with basketball players all the time. It's like, yeah, they're quote unquote a gym rat, but like they're just in the gym, just taking a bunch of wild shots. That's like, are you going to do that in a game? Like, work on the boring stuff. Yeah, it's boring, but like, you look at all the great basketball players like Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan, like they had the smallest of the details just mastered, and it allowed them to consistently be good. And then there's games when, they can't do the crazy stuff, step back three, whatever it may be, because they're just feeling it that day. But the basics never left them, and they're always just 100%. Very rare you're going to see just a flat out terrible game from offense to defensive side of the ball. Want to ask you guys this though: how competitive are your practices? Obviously, I don't like you guys. Team chemistry doesn't seem like to be an issue, but I do feel like you're probably pretty competitive.
Yeah. Like literally yesterday, we did a doubles thing, and we have like this huge whiteboard, and we did it in like a game like 10 frames version, and we were with a partner, and after every game, JB was writing who was in first, second, third, and fourth. Was there 5 teams?
Yes.
5 teams, 1 through 5. And like we can see like who is doing what, and like we do scrimmages, we do 8th and 9th, 10th frame, 9th and 10th frame roll-offs, and there's so many things the coaches do to keep those competitive juices flowing. Because like you don't want to get out on the road and be like a deer caught in headlights.
Yeah.
and not like have that competitive fire. So I think we do really good.
Yeah.
On those aspects of like keeping it competitive and like having the depth we do is like amazing. Being able to bowl against some of the best collegiate players in the country every day, and you are literally right next to them every shot of practice. I can't say enough that we probably have the best of both worlds.
Yeah. I mean, I think because your question was how do we keep like
How
competitive it
are
is.
yeah.
I mean, every day you walk in there, it's like once the ball hits the lane, it's like you're looking at each other like, all right, who's gonna leave feeling the best about themselves? Because like you really do.
Yeah.
I mean, but in reality, and that's the other thing is that we have the team chemistry is so good that I mean, even the people that don't have the best day, like you still leave feeling good because your teammates are backing you up. I mean, we do stuff after practice, like leaving each other a note or something like that, that merely just makes the day go by better. And I think that also just raises the competitive spirits because people can still see, like, even if it's not your best day, that you're still, someone that's able to get the job done. And I think that's why they push the competitiveness between us is that way when the time comes, you know that your teammate, you can put that trust in them. I mean, we already all have that because the first two tournaments showed it very well, but you know that person's going to get the job done because of what we've been putting in and doing in practice to keep our competitive juices flowing within each other and stuff.
Yeah, like we literally put blood, sweat, and tears into our sport. Like literally, we're bleeding. Probably not in the best way, but it is what it is. Like we are in there for 2 to 3 hours a day, and people don't see the behind the scenes thing when they come to see us compete, but we're grinding our 20 hours and yeah, it's not fun all the time, but we try to make it as fun as we can.
Was that an adjustment practicing that many hours at a time, or was that like growing up bowling, like that was kind of the norm? Like you're spending 2-3 hours in the bowling alley.
For me, so my first 2-ish years here, we strictly did 3-hour practices. That was the norm. That was what you did. And I think it was your freshman year. We kind of your sophomore year, we kind of got away from it. We kind of went more of like, let's do quality over quantity. And coach started implementing these one-on-ones that he does each week. We each have an hour every week that we get to bowl with the coaches. Not literally bowl with them, but like us, we bowl
and they watch them.
Yeah. So that was a big change for me, not doing 3-hour practices, and coaches, I think, really implementing like the quality over quantity. So we range between 2 hours and to 3-hour practices. It just depends on the day and how our schedules fall and everything.
Yeah.
I like those one-on-ones. I mean, that'll, you don't know how to perform under pressure. I'd imagine that'll do it.
Yeah, it was kind of nerve-wracking at first because like their eyes are just on you. Like,
and they're grading you.
Yeah. Like we have a rule on our team is like, if you walk in, you go straight to the lounge. You like, if the coaches say hi, like don't, just keep your feet moving. Like don't stop, don't distract the coaches. Cause like you want everything out of that hour. Like everyone has an hour a week, respect that time. And we've done really well. Like when I walk in, my feet don't stop moving. I'm like, hey coach. And I keep walking.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of something and that's why I'm just like, crap. And I'm like sitting here trying to think of it when she's talking. I'm like,
sorry, I was
okay. Well, I'll see if it comes back.
I was
to
yapping.
You. What was the first one like for you, Anna? First one-on-one.
Well, yeah. I mean, for me with the practices, because that was the first question. I mean, for me when I was at home, I was in the alley every night because Monday night was high school practice. Tuesday I would go in because I wouldn't work on those days, and then Wednesday night after my parents had league, I would come in after work and I would bowl after them. So it was always like I was on the lanes every day, Monday through Sunday, because one lane wasn't open on Sunday. So I'd go to the other one. So it wasn't really out of the norm for me when we came in to have that much practice. I think it was the structured practices that really changed it up for me. So like we would just shoot spares all one day. And I'm like, okay, when am I practicing my like strike shot? Because it's just like I wasn't used to that part, but it didn't really like, I guess, get to me. What is the word I'm looking for?
Mentally, whatever you want to call it.
No, because I mean, it was a mental grind because it wasn't like something I was expecting, but endurance wise.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was able to be like still be there, but like mentally it was hard because the switch of making sure I'm present and like getting that work done, but also trying to work on not like getting upset with like my day. Cause that was also a big change is like when you're there, like the mental game, I think is one of the biggest improvements that people get when coming to college. Cause when you're on a singles, you're not really, it's not reflecting on anyone but you. I mean, and it's on your parents as well, but like it is a game changer when you're joining a team. So like that's where that improvement really comes from. But yeah, I would say that was for me. But one-on-ones, I think I was more excited right when it happened. I didn't really have nerves right away because we had stuff I had to work on. I would say more so now when it's just the fine tuning. That's when I would say like my like that sometimes like, it's like it gets to me, but
I can
it's not
imagine it'd be
nerves.
frustrating.
Yes,
Nitpicking
it's
a
more
little
so.
bit.
It's, yes, that so it's like not nerves. It's just more so like, oh, now I'm doing that wrong, and oh, now I'm doing that wrong.
Literally, we were talking about it on the way here. I was like, we're like a month into the season, and we're like, was Coach mad and you're 1-1? And she was like, yeah. I was like, he was mad at mine too because they're right after each other. I was like, what did we do?
Yeah, no,
We're
I
like,
mean it's the small
sorry.
things, and I guess I would rather have it always be the small things than something major. But it's like, oh, okay, now I have to work on that. Now I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, like to the endurance part, as you said, like when we practice six days a week, on Sundays, I'm like, I am mentally and physically gassed. Like a lot of people don't know, like we practice a lot some Saturdays in the morning and practicing 6 days in a row, that takes a toll on your body. And
on top of working out 3 times a week
Yeah.
and then having classes and then
it's hard.
Yeah.
I don't look forward to the 6 days a week at all.
I just like yes, they're grueling, but Saturdays are usually my favorite because those are our like not fun days, but fun days. 'Cause
Yeah.
like we get to have like scrimmages for sure. Or like we do like a big team thing where it's like 5-on-5.
It's like bowling. It's just
Yeah,
like
like
straight
it's like
out
it's
bowling.
like I mean, I think there's only one time. I think maybe okay, I can count on one hand the amount of times that we've done like spares or something on a Saturday. Like it's
And that's
not very,
terrible.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
Coach,
that's the
why are
time
we
you wanna
doing
cry.
spares on a Saturday?
Yeah.
You're making us come in early, 9 a.m., and you're making us shoot spares.
That's where matches are won and lost, is what I hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you're doing
I'm
them.
pretty sure I said that. Using my own words against me. But yeah, I do commend JB and Coach Klumpa for how our practices are structured because they put a lot of time and effort into because like anyone can just say like, oh, we're just gonna do this, but it's so like meticulous of like how they have us do things
And
and like
strategic, too.
when we do them, what part of the week we do them, how close we travel, so much. I'm like, props to you guys.
It kind of
'cause-
goes into strategy too to like help us mentally prepare, I think, because they're not going to do something that's like extremely grueling that could have us like not saying second guessing, but like also not very because it's not like they want to hurt our confidence or anything when those stuff
Right.
happen. But like obviously, like if you have a bad practice on like 10 pins, then all of a sudden you're like, well, crap, like we travel in a day. Like they're not going to do that to us. And so like that's where I think like what she's saying, they're very is it meticulous?
Yeah, meticulous.
Okay. Sorry, I had to make sure I was using the right word. And like
You're good.
strategic with what they're doing in our practices and when they do them, because there's a lot of mental prep that comes into when you're doing that stuff. And I think that, yeah, I have to commend them too, because it's impressive.
They take hours talking about planning out the week and like on Monday we're doing X, Y, and Z. On Friday we're doing X, Y, and Z. Like they write it out for the weekend.
And they pick the spares that we struggle with and they make sure that we're taking our extra time. They try and hone in, you know, on why are we struggling with the spare, like individually too, like if they can see that something's going on, they step aside with you and they're like, okay, let's look at how you're throwing it. What, like your alignment, the ball choice, like they like make sure like we're seeing what's going on as well. Like instead of just telling us, cause sometimes I think that also happens, not with us, but like other coaching staff, like people are just like, well, do this. And it's like, okay, are you actually explaining though why we need to go to this? And that's what Coach JB and Coach Klumpa do really well is they explain it to us.
Stream right now. Okay, there's the audio back. Apologize for anyone joining the stream. Lost the audio for about 5 seconds there. But Go ahead. Sorry. Repeat what you just said in case anybody missed it.
I don't even know what you said.
Well, we can wrap up. We are to the first break here. We're talking about being meticulous and how they'll pull you aside from time to time and not just tell you what you're doing wrong, but break it down on how that wrong thing is occurring. But again, I think, Coach Klempa and the rest of the coaching staff, you guys don't have the program you do if they're not meticulous. So, that just kind of, the record says what it is, right? Like the practice is clearly working because the University of Nebraska's bowling program has been a powerhouse really since it started up.
I had a guy call it a dynasty today in class. I'm like,
that's the right word to call it, though. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You look at the record. I mean, that'd be a hot take, I think, to say that it's not a dynasty. So that being said, we'll throw it to our first break here. Striking up a conversation, Kayla Verstrady and Cal. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Krekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
The spitting incident.
Oh, the spitting incident.
How bad was that? And do he deserve to miss more games?
I think it's despicable to spit on another human being.
Lucky this guy had a shield on his face.
What happened?
The guy from Oregon, the receiver.
Yeah, receiver.
Spit in the guy's face from Ohio State.
Why did he do that? Man, you don't spit on the guy.
Back and forth.
You don't spit on the guy. I would never do that again. I said again.
I was going to ask you about that from one spitter to another spitter.
No, come on, guys. Listen, guys.
Years ago.
27 years ago.
Yeah.
Guys, don't hold that against me.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Vershawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Back to Striking Up a Conversation, sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here are your hosts, Kayla Verstrate and Anna Callan.
All right, welcome back in to Striking Up a Conversation. Anna Callan, Kayla Verstrate in here in studio to my left. As always, come a Tuesday night, second night for Anna Callan as she subbed in for Jillian on yesterday for Spare Time. You can always rewatch that one. Go to YouTube, Amazon Prime, really anywhere you get your podcast from. And again, if you want to watch this show, we're on the streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Outlook Channel 961. Live on the brick and mortar, no NFL on a Tuesday night. So 402-464-5685. All right, guys, talked a lot of bowling in the last segment. I want to keep it there for a little bit before we get too far. I want to ask guys, we're talking about the competitive spirit, and I don't mean this like you guys are just insulting each other straight up, but do you guys chirp during practice and a little bit back and forth? Is it to that level of competitiveness?
No, I think we're really good at like motivating each other. Like if I'm on like 1 and Anna's on 6, I'll be like, Anna, nice shot. And like we're just not yelling across the bowling alley, but like kind of. But like we're all aware of what's going on. So there's no like trash talking.
If anything, it's like a joke around. Like it's not like.
And that's kind of what I mean. Like I'm not saying you're actually going up and like really saying like you suck, but saying stuff that they know they're not gonna take it in a terrible
I think
way.
like sometimes it's more like, okay, that's enough. Like you can stop now. So like, you don't make the rest of us look bad. Like if someone's having a really good day, but like it's not like it's extremely lighthearted, and I think that goes with our team chemistry. It's just like we're all able to give each other crap, but I think that motivates us too. It's like, okay, screw you, let me go do this now. Like type of thing. It's like we all have a good amount of love for each other and have a really good camaraderie to the point where it's like you can say like very funny things and the person's still able to go make that shot and do whatever that they need to do. Yeah. I wouldn't say I don't know.
I'm always curious because every team chemistry is a little bit different, and you can kind of be the bully sometimes, and sometimes it works. Like, say the best player on the team is just calling everybody out, like X, Y, and Z. I gotta carry this team. Give me my backstrap and just like kind of say it in a cold way, and then the rest of the team's like, screw this guy. No, like we're better than that. And then you get that competitive fire. You see it all the time. Teams are all a little bit different, but yeah, sometimes I think killing you with kindness. It's almost worse.
Yeah.
When it's like you're down, just getting killed, and you're like, oh, good shot.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, the score is indicating it was not a great shot, but thanks.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing is that like when like individuals like we're able to approach each other and be like, okay, like, hey, come on now. I mean, me and Haley, we had she was struggling one time at a tournament, and we kind of giggled about it after because it worked. But I told her, I'm like, dude, pull your head out of your butt. I didn't say it as nice. But like I said, pull your head out of your butt. And then, I mean, it worked. Like she just kind of needed, and that's the thing is that like sometimes certain teammates, you can walk up to them and be like, you can tell they need that reset. So it's like hey,
get it together.
Come on now. And for some people, it really works really well. But yeah, no, I think I mean, we don't like pull all of each other aside and be like, like, I mean, that usually isn't really needed for our team, but like sometimes when it's an individual and like you can see it, they're like starting to get in their own head. It's like, okay, hey, let's go. And then they kick it into gear. So yeah, me and Haley had a good giggle about that one.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, she's like, it worked. I did it. I'm like, I know. Let's go.
And that stuff works when you have the trust too. Go ahead, Kayla, cut you
No,
off.
you're fine. Everyone just kind of we have like our own social cues. Everyone knows like, oh, this person, like if I'm struggling, this person can talk to me. If this person's struggling, this person talks to them. But like, I think we all just have like an understanding of at practice, like it's just like an unwritten thing. Everyone just kind of like falls in line.
Yeah, and like we all help each other. It just depends on who you're bowling with that day on the lane, because we don't have like set partners. You just kind of go wherever you feel like going that day. If you want to be on 1 and 2, you go to 1 and 2, and then whoever you're bowling with that day, you're kind of like yapping with them and then helping each other get back in line if someone falls off the wagon. But I wouldn't say that we do that often. Like no people, like it's just more so like helping someone find a better ball or stuff like that. But it's never like, hey dude, get back in shape. Like nah, like we usually are there. So it's like more so just kind of being the lending ear of like, what's going on?
I mean, like if there is some trash talk going on, it's from Coach Klumpa. Like
he's an instigator.
He will like be like, we'll be like doing a game. Like they'll be like, he'll like put two people head to head to each other and like, oh, she's talking crap about you. Like you're not gonna throw a good shot. Like he's the one instigating this, like saying we're saying it. I'm like, Coach.
Yeah, he does it out of pure like he wants to make himself laugh or trying to get people to laugh at what he's saying. It's like,
dude,
bruh. I'm like, hey, you tried. It failed.
Yeah.
Keeping the spirits light though.
Yeah,
I like it.
he likes to do that.
We all just like look at each other and we're just like, that wasn't funny.
Or my favorite thing that this man does literally every day, ladies, and then we're like, Coach, and then he'll say someone's name like Kayla. So like basically not including her. It cracked like it just he does it out of nowhere too. And it's like, what? Why me today? Like why am I being discluded?
Yeah. Like today, it was funny. Did you notice when he came out from his office and we were all like waiting because like we knew he didn't want us to start practice. He's like, ladies, we're like, Coach, and like
it was all in unison.
It was all
weird.
in unison too, because like we won't like when we like acknowledge him or something. We're like, Coach. We don't like say Coach Klumpa or like that's all we call him.
Yeah.
But
or sometimes like people don't answer. He'll go, ladies, and we're all sitting there, and then he'll say someone's name. But today it actually worked. We had our SID sitting there. He goes, so he said us, and then he goes, Colin. I'm like, oh, that's the first time he hasn't said one of us.
Yeah.
It was weird, but yeah, no, he likes to give us crap, but
Seems like a witty coach.
he's awesome.
Like pretty quick with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. He does not miss a beat.
He gets us. He gets us with the shoulder taps. He gets us with the jokes.
He's just so out of like sometimes it's just out of left field. I'm like, what are why now? Like why out of the entire time did you pick in this moment just to say that? Like what is going on, bro?
Testing that mental focus.
Literally.
There was one time, I don't know when it was, and he was like cracking a joke with someone. I was like, okay, one second. I need like professional Coach Klumpa, not funny Coach Klumpa right now. And I was like, I need actual help. Like 1 second. Pause. And he was like, okay. And then he literally finished with me and then just went straight back to like laughing with the other person. I was like, how do you just like
Yeah. He's awesome. Top tier.
Do it long enough too. He's seen, he's done enough experience with teams and understanding like
yeah.
He's probably just got a good sense too and like how he can talk to each player individually, especially doing the one-on-ones and all that. Like he's got the
Literally
memory.
today he was giving me a lot of crap. I'm like,
no one you can take it.
Like, you're such a bully. But he knows I'm messing because I'm laughing. And then I'm literally on the approach. He'll say something. I start giggling. And then I'm like, I'm going. Because if I turn around and entertain this, I'm not going to bowl.
It's so funny. He'll like talk forever. And I just like pick up my ball, like get set. And then like, I think he just kind of gets the point that like, okay, dude, stop talking. And then I just go.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the way you get him to stop talking. Or he will ramble for like minutes. And I'm like, dude, the lane shut off. Like they like shut off after 5 minutes after like if the ball isn't thrown. I was like, the lane is shut off. We've been talking for too long.
Yeah, no. It's entertaining though. He's a good guy.
You kind of need that too. A coach that's going to be, Well, I guess not every coach. Every coach is different, but clearly, whatever he's doing, I'm just not going to criticize it because hell of a program.
It's working.
That's always what to go to. Like you can't deny the record sometimes. So shout out Coach Klempa and all he does for the Husker bowling team.
And Coach JB.
And
she has her side too.
Everybody. I don't want to exclude because
It's just them.
She provides the Jolly Ranchers, and
give her a little more than that.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And good ball choices, and she drives the safest.
Nah, Coach JB, she's lit. I love it because sometimes she won't say what she's thinking, but like if you give her, like if you make eye contact with her in a certain moment, you already know exactly what she's thinking, and she doesn't need to say anything for you to laugh. You just gotta look, and it's just yeah.
She she's in the same generation as us, and we're just like we all just shake our head at Coach Klempa. We're like, what is this man saying?
That, or like if one of us does something, you already know when you look at her, she's gonna be like, "Are you serious?"
Especially
I
like
love
the
it.
freshman. She's like, these girls.
Yeah, no, they're good people. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Top tier coaches. I love them
for sure.
Absolutely. We got a little bit of time here left, and I do want to talk about this. We talked about it yesterday, and I knows where I'm going with it. Some Halloween subjects.
Period.
Kayla, what was? Well, I want to ask you this first. When is too old to trick or treat?
There's a correct answer. Actually, there's not.
Probably like when you get into high school.
That was close to what I said. I said
like
6th
probably
grade, 8th
like
grade.
through middle school.
Yeah, that's
and
about
like when you
everybody's
get into
ballpark.
high school, like you're a little too old.
Yeah, 13, and then 14, okay, 15, 16, you're starting to really push, depending on what you look like. I mean, some kids grow a beard at 16, and it's like,
True.
you're going to get some eyes if you
Like
go trick-or-treating.
now, like when Anna and I were growing up, maybe we could have passed like 13, 14. But like now, some of these kids look like they're like 20.
What did I say last night?
And
I
I'm like-
literally said some of these people in middle school look like they could be adults.
Yeah, like I think I don't know where we were. Oh, we were like in the airport and it was like a team. And I was like, "Do you think they're a college team?" And someone's like, "No, I think they're like in high school." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Do I look that old?"
Yeah, I can never tell.
Yeah, I can't
anymore.
tell either now.
I just quit guessing.
A lot of it's depending on where you grew up from, too, because apparently Nebraskans always look super young.
Yeah.
I guess if you grew up in a city, something about, like, not
It's
stress.
the city water.
It's something about, like, it's just
No, I'm
the hustle bustle of the city that somehow, like, the constant thinking and interaction ages you a little bit faster.
I can
Man.
see that.
So you're saying I look old? 'Cause I live in a city.
Which city?
La Crosse is a city.
How big?
54,000.
Oh my.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's bigger than I thought. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor either. I could just be pure speculation here. That's what I've read one
We're just
time at one point in
speculating.
time.
Yeah. Don't fact check us.
Yeah.
Please
Sports
don't.
radio. It's opinionated. All right, we'll throw it to break here. Don't go anywhere. Striking up a conversation. Anna, Callan, Kayla, Verstrady. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, "Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket," and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When you're in the stands and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a game-changing moment. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Experience real-time, play-by-play action and control that keeps you ahead. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you be at the game and in the game. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Gary Michaels Clothier's 41st anniversary sale is happening now. Our entire new fall inventory of suits, sport coats, sweaters, slacks, outerwear, footwear, all now marked up to 41% off. Don't miss your opportunity to save big on brands like Marcello, Bugatti, Jack Victor, Heritage Gold, Alberto, and Zanella. It's the Gary Michaels 41st anniversary sale going on now through November 2nd. Gary Michaels Clothier's 56th and Pine Lane, right here in Lincoln.
Now's the time to get your John Deere equipment inspected and prepared for next season. Acres trained technicians will thoroughly evaluate your machine and get it running at peak performance. And for a limited time, Acres is offering early inspection incentives. Sign up before December 15th and qualify for a discount on parts installed by Acres. Get no interest and no payments until November of 25 with approved financing through John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. Contact your nearest Acres location for details.
Back to Striking Up a Conversation, sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here are your hosts, Kayla Verstrate and Anna Catlett.
All right, welcome back in. Kayla is vibing to the music. 402-464-5685. You guys want to join in last second comments? Feel free to do so. Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s. And wrapping things up here for the last live show anyways. Shout out Teammates Mentoring Hour for sponsoring pretty much all of our Ticket Weeknights content. They do a lot of great work out there, and I recommend if you got the time and ability, sign up, be a teammate yourself. They do great work for the youth in the city of Lincoln and everywhere else they're located. All right, guys, we're going to keep it on the Halloween theme. If you can keep it together here.
I didn't know the microphone.
I'll give you a hint. Typically when the music starts is when I turn the mics on.
Okay, thank you for letting me know that now.
It was so funny. Okay, I'm sorry.
The whole time you were talking, we were laughing. I was just like, don't laugh into the mic. Okay, sorry.
We collected ourselves.
We're pulled together.
One of you is. Neither of you are. All right, I'll ask the question and see if you guys can rebound. We're going with the Halloween theme.
Okay.
Stay on it. Kayla, give me your best costumes growing up.
I was like a witch like 4 years in a row. And then
4 years in a row. What about the witch that you're like, I'm locked in on this?
I don't. Well, it's a different one every year. So like I had a different costume every year.
But it was always a witch?
Yeah, I don't know why. It was just I really wanted to be a witch. Apparently.
I mean, it's a classic costume. I'm not hating on it.
Yeah, and then I don't know why I was Harry Potter. I could be Hermione, but
Harry Potter's cool though.
yeah. I was Hannah Montana. Didn't have to wear the wig because obviously I'm blonde.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, those are all the ones I can remember.
I've thought of more since last night.
You have some interesting ones.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh well.
In a good way. I don't mean
yeah,
they're bad.
I mean the dice, the
Jelly
candy
bean.
Jelly bean. My sister was the candy bars. My brother went as an old man for one Halloween, and then him and my cousin one Halloween dressed up as old ladies, and they went in my mom and my aunt's bridesmaids dresses from their weddings.
Oh my god! That's
so they
awesome.
wore and they dressed in heels and everything. It was awesome. I was like maybe 6 years old. So like my brother was 10 and my cousin was 8. It was hilarious. Because then the people just got a kick out of it. Because my grandpa's neighborhood is a bunch of old people. So
like when I was growing up, my neighborhood's like really big and it has like a lot of hills. And like me and my friends would, because like you can only trick or treat in like the time frame.
Right.
And like we would like try to like sneak out like maybe like 20 minutes beforehand. And like our goal was like to finish our neighborhood. We did it once. And that was like our greatest accomplishment.
That's tough to do because there's a lot of variables. You got to hope people are quick to answer the door.
Yeah. And like we were gassed.
I'd imagine. I don't know how big the neighborhood is, but if you only made it once, it must be quick work.
Yeah, it was some work for sure.
yeah, no, we did my grandpa's and then we would do our own, except for a few years we were in the same neighborhood. But we got more entertainment out of being in my grandpa's neighborhood merely because the candy was bigger.
Yeah, we had that Arlington, Nebraska. It's a small, it's like 1,600, but we knew where the rich neighborhood was.
Yeah.
And we knew where the king size candy bars may
Bowl
lie.
size candy bars.
Well, let me ask you this. What's the holy grail of candies when you were young growing up? For trick-or-treating, like you're hoping to get one of these. We talked about, like I always thought a soda as a kid was a game changer.
Yeah,
like
'cause-
someone gives you a can of soda. That's an interesting one, but it
yeah, we had
sticks
one
out.
of those, yeah.
Maybe like a full pack of like Skittles or like Starburst.
That was good.
I wasn't like a big chocolate kid growing up, but now like give me a Reese's cup.
Oh yeah,
I'll
no,
eat
like
it.
if
I'll eat it now. But like Starburst or Skittles.
Yeah, my first to go were either Skittles or Reese's peanut butter cups or like the Reese's Pieces. Except what drove me nuts is when we get home from Halloween, our parents would make us compile everyone's stuff in one bowl. I'm like,
wouldn't know. Don't have siblings.
We had to fight for ourselves. It was kind of fun. I guess, I can see why they did that. We fought a lot. So
see, and we would try and trade, and then it's just like, no, just throw everything together. We'll get over it. It's whatever.
I think my mom was happy because I gave her the chocolate because I wouldn't eat it as a kid.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I feel like we're all like kind of like on the older side. I feel like the freshmen wouldn't know this, but I feel like it was so chill. Like our first few Halloweens, like up through the years, and then it got like weird. People like putting like the needles and stuff in the chocolate.
I think part of that's media.
Yeah, true.
We hear more horrible things because we have more access to it.
That's so true.
But I actually don't hear of it actually happening a lot. It's once in a blue moon, and it's some kid in a random state that I've never been.
Right.
Did you
And
guys
then you
ever get
believe
like
it's in
healthy
your
food?
candy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would get like apples or
I got
like
carrots one
or
time.
bananas.
I got a caramel apple once, and I wasn't pleased about it because then I have to carry that the entire time, and I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
don't really want to eat a caramel apple right now.
Well, who
but
gives out
Okay, but
healthy food?
Okay, the caramel apple. It's like
it fits because it's Halloween, but as a kid, I'm just selfish, and I'm like,
why do I want an apple?
Give me some candy.
yeah. And I was just in like
Cavities.
caramel. Maybe if I liked caramel apples too, I just didn't
Oh,
really.
you don't like caramel apples?
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
I do too. So
So maybe you had a different reaction than I would have.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, wow, a whole caramel apple, but I'm like, nah, because then what if it's like old?
Yeah,
What if they bought it to like stock up for Halloween and it's just gross?
I think when like people would give like pretzels, I'm like, pretzels? Really? What the heck?
I never got pretzels. That's a unique one.
You
to
know,
get.
like the little like packs.
Yeah,
Like the
that's-
Halloween packs.
Oh, with the bats and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah, I got
yeah,
those.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get those. I will say the best one for me. I was always big on Twix Kit Kat.
Mm.
That's a 1-2 punch.
Mm,
I
yep,
said it.
yep, yep.
Can of soda. Butterfinger, underrated.
Oh, That was the holy grail right there, Butterfingers. Because if me and my sister would fight,
I know they get stuck in the molars, but they're fantastic.
Oh yeah, they were delicious.
I do like some Sour Patch Kids too.
I haven't had one of those in a while.
They're
Never
something
to be
about
found.
Butterfingers. They're mysterious in a way.
Like
Hard to find.
They're better when they're smaller too. Like the full size candy bars would never touch it, but the small ones, superior.
I agree.
Fun size.
Fun size.
All right, guys, wrapping things up here. Where can they find you? They want to find you on social media, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want to shout out here.
Instagram is Anna.Callan.
My Instagram is Kayla.Verstrati. Verstrati.
Not for straight?
Nope. Kayla.Verstrati.
Perfect.
Get it right.
All right, wrapping things up here. Shout out Kayla Verstrati, Anna Callan, joining me as always on a Tuesday night. This has been Striking Up a Conversation. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. This is going to end the last of the live shows. But of course, stick weeknights. You can always watch the replays on Allo Cable, streams wherever you get it. We'll keep things rolling. Have a great rest of your night.
Bye.